with influence building, right? Most of you do this already in organizations. And if you are not, start today, start tomorrow. It doesn't require, any different skills that you already have. Find that customer support manager, find that sales director, find that person, whoever it is that is closest to the customers. Build a little bit of rapport with them and understand what is the voice of the customer, which means what are you, your team, or whoever is closest to that customer is hearing about the product, about the problems, about the challenges, about what they are not able to get that. And then you be the voice of that customer into your current team, right? You don't have to become a product manager to do this. You can do this in project management. You can do this in program management. You can do this in testing. You already do this as a QA engineer, right? You're wearing a hat of a customer and trying to see if the functionality that is available will work or not. Now you be the ambassador of this customer. All of you can do this today without actually wearing the title of a product manager. The second tip is make friends with this person, right? It is very critical. And this is something that I learned the hard way. Especially sales folks come with a very interesting perspective. They also know other aspects of customers, not just about the challenges and the problems that they have in the workflows, but whether it is in terms of purchasing complexity, whether it is in terms of budgets, whether it is in terms of who is actually the influencer in the customer to make the decision, right? So it's really important to make that connect with somebody outside your team. I know one of you messaged that you are in sales, and I'm sure you can attest to the fact that you actually can bring a very different perspective than what engineers and product managers can bring about the product, right? So all of you can do this today. It's just that we feel hesitant, shy, and we feel reluctant to go and ask a stranger or bring a conversation with that. But that's anyway required in senior roles, in leadership roles, in product roles, right? So keep that in mind. The other thing is master stakeholder management. What this means is, now a lot of people dismiss this saying that politically you have to be political, right? Now there is no organization in the world that at least I know of, which is not political, right? Politics is actually in a way thriving because of competing agendas. Different people come with different agendas and they want to achieve that. And that's how it is. Even in the real world politics, it's exactly the same. But your job is not to necessarily play that. Your job is to necessarily to understand that dynamics. That's why we call this organizational savviness, which means in your org chart, who are the key influencers? What do they value? What do they appreciate? What they don't like is really important for you to understand this, right? And there are many ways to do it, right? It doesn't have to be in all hands meetings or quarterly meetings, right? So you can seek for a 10-minute meeting with anyone in the organization. I doubt if they will refuse it. Maybe they'll refuse it twice or thrice. But if you make a compelling case, everybody in your organization can give you 10 minutes to talk to you. And you can ask and find out these things, right? So those are 3 areas in influence buildings.